988 crisis text line by texting HOME to 7417741, National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-7233. The Trevor Lifeline for LGBTQ youth at 8.
Welcome to Soul, Light, and Body. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope you're continuing to do your journaling. I hope you're creating some weekly new habits for yourself because sometimes you find that things are not working and we just need to recalibrate and start something fresh. It's always good that you can start something fresh. You have a choice and you can start something new. We're coming down to the end of the year and there is so much things that we didn't get to accomplish from January to now. But we can pause, we can sit in silence, and then we can look at the goals that we set from since January on to now, and then we can break it down into smaller goals and see how best we can accomplish them. And if you cannot do it on your own, always remember you can reach out and grab yourself a coach or get an accountability partner who can help you to stay focused on what you promise yourself. Because we all make these promises to ourselves, but sometimes you know what? We tend to fall away by the wayside. But when we have an accountability partner, that partner will be able to call you up and say, you know what? You said you're gonna do this. So I'm just checking in to see how you're doing with that goal that you said you're gonna do, you know. So it's always good to have an accountability partner, or you can grab yourself a coach. So the coach could check in on you ever so often to see how you're doing. And be kind to yourself. Be kind and gracious to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself because many times we are hard on ourselves and we don't really need to do that. If you didn't accomplish something today, it's quite okay. It's quite okay. Be kind and gracious with yourself. Show yourself some love and compassion. Also, it's time to stop criticizing ourselves because many times we are criticizing ourselves. And because when we criticize ourselves, we go into a state of depression because things are not going the way how we're looking for it to go. And then we start to criticize ourselves and then we get frustrated, anger step in. So many things start to happen. So sometimes what you have to do, you got to just sit back, pause, and just revise what you're doing because there's always other ways to win. There are other ways to win. But sometimes we so bent hard on that one way, we don't want to shift. But it's good to shift to something new, try something new. If the old things is not working, it's okay to try something that is new. It's okay. You can do it, but don't be hard on criticize yourself. Love yourself because you know what? You have to honor those baby steps that you're making. The steps that you're making, honor them. You owe it to yourself to honor those steps. Don't give up. There is no room for giving up. Just honor those little steps that you're making. And once you start to honor those little steps, you will see big things start to transform in your life. The transformational period is it's not easy. We all know that. We all went through this transformational journey to each his own. But we have to know that it's a process. It's not an overnight fix. It's a process. And this process may take some time. And again, if you cannot do it on your own, grab yourself a coach or get an accountability partner and someone who is honest enough to let you know the right is what is right and how you can work along with yourself with what you're doing. I'm Karen Pascal, holistic health and wellness coach and a co-author of two ebooks. Two books now with I'm saying ebooks, two books now on Amazon with my sister Joan. And it's self-care is intentional and your gut in you. And go grab yourself a copy because it's packed with a lot of information that can help you to understand more about your gut. And the self-care is to help you to understand how you can take care of yourself. Because as we always say, it's not about going to the spa alone. It's about what you eat also. So go grab yourself a copy on Amazon. It's up on Amazon and you can read it. And when you finish reading it, you could pass it on to somebody else that could, enjoy the read as well and help them to transform their life as well. So don't forget to subscribe to Soul Light and Body. We are here every Wednesday from 7 to 8. And just share us out. If you know someone could benefit from this, just share it out. And we really appreciate it. And thank you so much for doing that. And the topic this evening is focusing. It's focusing your visions, what exactly you're doing. So you're at the right place because you're going to learn a lot tonight. And this evening, what better persons we have in the house? We have Miss Sarita Jackson and we have Dr. Jonas Gadson. If your value is clear, your decision is easy. So just grab yourself a pen and a paper and take some notes because he's going to give us some real good pointers. Also, Sarita is going to help us as women to understand how we can really take care of ourselves if we are going through a transformational period, some of the things that we can do to help ourselves, to uplift ourselves. So just sit back and ride with this 1 hour with us. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Joan, take the mic.
Great opening as always. Where are we? We're in the month of August. And everything you listed and outlined is truly amazing. Because we have to look at this junction. What are we doing? What have we accomplished? What makes sense in this moment? And what's our next? How are we going to move forward from this moment to conclude 2024 and launch into 2025 strong, great, well, healthy? And in order to do that, it doesn't matter where you are at this point in time. You got to nourish yourself. You got to nurture yourself. Nourish all areas in your life. Where are you in your physical activity? Are you moving? Where are you on your spirituality? Whatever form that is. Are you getting quiet? Are you honing in to a space and be one with you? Be one with yourself. Hone in on that. Stay focused and listen to the whisper so you can get a level of clarity. Are you getting out into nature and harnessing all the level of energy and pull that into you so you can move in a space of clarity and help you with your vision, how to move forward? Because tonight we're going to hear all about focusing and vision and clarity and value and all the good stuff which Dr. Jonas and Miss Jackson's going to give us tonight. But I want to stop to say tonight, congratulations. Congratulations for everyone who is making that step. Congratulations for all the people who are making those bold moves, even though sometimes you're afraid. Sometimes you're afraid, but you say, I'm going to do it anyway. Congratulations to you for taking that step. Congratulations to you when sometimes you're not quite sure, but congratulations to the people who are supporting you. Congratulations to the people who say you can do it anyway. Congratulations to those who say, I'm here for you and holding you down and helping you to move forward when there are moments that you do not even believe in yourself. So we just want to say congratulations to all of you. Big step, small step, every step is great because you are great. You are amazing. You are unique. You have a special gift. That's why you're here. And so embrace that, embody that. Of course, we know life has challenges, but remind yourself, I'm strong. Tap in. Tap into what is inside of you and utilize your intuition and that inner strength, that inner being. Because sometimes you got to go deep within to find that strength, that level of strength that keeping you strong daily. Show yourself that love and compassion because you're beautiful. Celebrate those wins. And even write yourself a love note, thanking yourself, seeing all the great qualities in yourself and write it out. Journal it out. Don't worry about no, what's not working so well. Don't focus on that. Focus on your strength. Focus on that and let that guide you because you are amazing. Look yourself in the mirror daily. Don't forget your daily routine, your morning routine. Get center and balance. Move in a space of alignment. Because when you move in a space of alignment, you can move in your on your trajectory, whatever the path may be for you. Encourage yourself daily. And to caregivers, we know it's a challenging job, but you are doing a great job. And don't forget, stop some time and practice self care for yourself so that you can stay strong, you can keep your cup filled. Because we can't serve empty. That is why we wrote the book Self Care is Intentional. Because we want to remind you that self care is emotional, it's mental, it's all that good stuff. So we can do something special. When you send us an email or send us a message about your bold step that you're taking to move forward to end 2024 strong, we'll celebrate you. And on top of that, we're going to give you that gift. Self care is intentional because we just want to support you. That's why we're here. That's why Dr. Jonas is here. That's why Miss Jackson's here, Karen, and myself. Because we want to support you. We want to empower you. Lifting others up is the most amazing thing we can do. Keep supporting, keep empowering. And that's what we do. My name is Joan Williams, holistic health and wellness coach, and our books are on Amazon that you can grab a copy and give it to a gift, give it to your friend. The season is coming up, the holidays soon here. We can't believe it is so quickly. So remember, someone in your life who need help with their microbiome, someone who you think can value self care. Those are your Christmas gifts that you can start purchasing. Put it on your list. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all who's joining us tonight. We appreciate you, we love you, and thank you for being here. Tonight we got such an amazing topic, facing your future with a new focus. What a better topic to move towards the conclusion of 2024. And Miss Jackson and Dr. Jonas is going to give us some great tools tonight so we can expand our toolbox so we can ride this journey strong, healthier, wiser, and all those good stuff. Miss Jackson, welcome.
It's a privilege and pleasure to be here with both of you back on your program. And I have the privilege to introduce my coach in communication, Dr. Jonas Gadson, DTM, known as Mr. Enthusiastic. He's an expert coach in public speaking and effective communication, a corporate trainer, international motivational speaker, 8-time Amazon best-selling author, and radio and TV personality. He's president and CEO of Partners for Purposeful Living, LLC, where he coaches and trains leaders, executives, professionals, and business owners in public speaking and effective communication skills. His principles are education, inspiration, transformation, and motivation. Dr. Jonas brings 30 years of corporate knowledge, skills, expertise, and experience from 2 Fortune 500 companies, Xerox Corporation and Eastman Kodak Company. At Eastman Kodak, he trained over 8,000 employees. They were division executives, vice presidents, managers, team leaders, salespeople, scientists, engineers, human resource representatives, and manufacturing employees, just to name a few. And he earned the Trainer of the Year award. He has great success with women's executive, professional, and business audiences. And he has been called back 3 years consecutively to be the opening speaker for SpeakerCon conference, a largely women-led organization. And the founder said that she brings him back because of his level of expertise, his level of enthusiasm, his level of energy, and his poignant messages. She says he brings the fire. And Dr. Jonas has also spoken to Wonder Woman Tech Global Summit virtually in London, England. He's spoken to Women Building Wealth. He's also spoken to Women Entrepreneurs Conference in Detroit, Michigan, and the Executive Women in Texas Government. Dr. Jonas also did a book, and in the beginning of the book, in that chapter, is Amazon best-selling Say Yes You, Yes Now. It's for women who are seeking the C-suite in business and in corporate America. In 2024, Dr. Jonas was awarded the United States Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for 50 years of volunteerism and community service, and was featured in the inaugural issue of Voices of Change magazine. He was also featured in Powerhouse Global magazine in London, England. He's the writer of Your Motivational Moment, a monthly column in Start Healthy magazine. He was featured several times in Speakers Magazine, Tap In Magazine, Pink Magazine, and Beaufort Lifestyle Magazine. He was inducted into the Beaufort High School Alumni Hall of Fame for distinguishing himself in profession, leadership, and service. He's a distinguished Toastmaster, a graduate of Dale Carnegie, and a certified coach with the Dr. John Maxwell team. He even earned a doctorate degree in theology. Dr. Jonas has been invited back 6 years in a row on WHHI TV news program on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, reaching 5 million viewers each time. And his new book on communication, entitled Mastering Your Message, Pick Up Your Mic, We Need to Hear Your Voice, is coming out in September of 2024. Bonus from Jonas: if you cheat yourself in your preparation, it will show up
in your presentation.
His motto is, since greatness is possible, excellence is not enough. Help me welcome with a rousing applause, Dr. Jonas Gadson, DTM, known as Mr. Enthusiastic.
Beautiful.
Well, there's three kinds of people: those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those who wondered what happened.
What happened?
I am a person that make positive things happen, and I know that you are too. I know a lot of people are dealing with hurts, habits, and hang-up. I stopped by tonight to give you H number 4, the healing power, because a setback is really a step back to prepare yourself to have a greater comeback. And when life knocks you down, always strive to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up.
Get up.
I'm so fired up. I'm back, and I'm better. I'm still excited for last Sunday night. We had a great, grand, and glorious time. The two ladies here that's doing a wonderful job. They had all the things on the screen, and I just got in the brand new magazine here.
Oh, wow.
All of us on the back when we were in New York City. Wow. And my article is in there. I'm just fired up. Now, what I'm going to do, Joan and Karen did just a wonderful job in dealing with a lot of wonderful C's. So what I'm going to do is do a quick review in what I shared on Sunday night. Just on the four V's quickly, and then I'm going to share a couple of C's, and then the lesson will be yours. Number one, we talked on Sunday night. First of all, let's deal with the title. Facing your future with a new focus. And what I have learned, the best way to predict the future is create it, and create it now. This is your time, and this is your turn. This is the decade for the doers. First, you need a larger vision of yourself. You have to see what you want to be. If you want to be more, you first have to see more. One of the books that my people are destroyed because of lack of vision. I talked about I talked about the blind lady on Sunday night, Helen Keller. And that this young reporter went up to Helen Keller. I'm so fired up. Let me slow down a minute. And this reporter went up there and said to Miss Keller, we're so sorry that you are blind and cannot see. Helen Keller said, worse than being blind is to have 20/20 eyesight, but no vision. So you have to get a vision, what you want to be, what you want to do, and what you want to have. This is the 8th month. This is the new beginning. All things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. And the second C we talked about is number one, we have the vision. And then we also have the voice of approval. That's what the book is about that we are writing now, is that mastering your message. Pick up your mic. We need to hear your voice. But you have to have something to say, and you have to be able to say with clarity. You want to have the 3 P's that you want to do when you're preparing. Number one, you got a plan. Then you have to practice. You plan, prepared, and then practice. And then you work on that, and you just mold it and shape it into a conversation. So you may have a lot to say, but how you know how to say it. We've been given 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means that we should listen twice as much as we should talk. In fact, a lot of people don't know it, but in the communicational world, it's 60% listening and 40% talking. So what are you talking about? And then we also talked about the valley experience. That don't have a grand finale in the valley. David said, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. He said, I'm going through. He didn't say I'm wallowing through. He didn't say I'm jumping through. He didn't say I'm walking through. He didn't say I'm crawling through. He's walking with confidence. And what I've learned in life, your darkest time come just before dark. That's why one of the scriptures says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So you have to have the value. And see, people want to hear your story, what you overcame. Yeah, last Sunday, I talked about how they laughed at me because of my English, how they laughed at me. But I'm telling you, see, sometimes the people might laugh, use that laugh as a gas to fertilize you, to go further, to build the kind of future that you desire and that you deserve. We also say there's 2 ways to face the future. One is apprehension. And if you do it with apprehension, you're never going to go away. You'll get stuck. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, 3 to get ready, 3 to get ready, 3 to get that apprehension. You ain't gonna never go nowhere. You can't see, you can't even spell God without go. You can't even spell gold without spelling go. You can't even spell gospel without go. So you're gonna have to get up and go. So now don't face it with apprehension. Face your future with great anticipation and build the kind of future that you desire and that you deserve. And one of the ways with the communication, you tear down the barriers and build bridges on the other side. And then the last V that we talked about on Sunday is value. When your value is clear, your decision
is easy.
You are driven by your decision. You know who you are and whose you are. We also talked about there's over 8 billion people on the planet, and there'll never be another one just like you. No one else can duplicate your fingerprint, your handwriting, or your child. You are one and done. Matter of fact, I didn't say this Sunday, but I like to say that scientists have proven when your mother and father got together, And when your father sperm were released, 500 million sperms were released at the same time. You outswam 500 million sperms to get here. Someone said, "Oh, but Dr. Jonas, I can't even swim." I know, but you swam once uphill because it was only one egg at the end of that long, dark tunnel, and you got there first. Give yourself a round of applause for being a winner. And you never gave up, you never gave in, and you never gave out. So you want to keep on keeping on. And then let me tell you a few of the C's that's important. Number one, add to what Joan and Deb said, talked about the collaboration. But the one of the things that's critical too, you got a message. We need to hear your voice. But number one, your message has to be clear.
Yes.
You have to be clear, and you have to know what your message. That's why one of the things you do if you're going to work with us in a coaching session, we send you out a sheet, a validation for you to do a self-evaluation where you are, because you could be a jack of many trades and master of none, but you're supposed to be a jack of many trades but master of one. Find out what that one thing that you are called for. You can do multiple things, but you have to start with that one thing, and you got to be clear. And we are living in a time of sound bites. You got to be able to get in there and get out. Come on, someone. You have to know your message. That's why we talk about, number one, you're going for people's heart, the 3 H's. We're going for your heart first. We want to touch your emotion. We want you to know that you matter. We want you to know that we care about you, that you are precious. So when they touch the heart, then it'll affect your head. You get a checkup from the neck up. The scripture said, "Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind." A metamorphosis. Move away from change, because change is temporary, and move away from change to transformation. I don't care how many legs the caterpillar has. I don't care how fast he can run. He can never fly until the butterfly must die. The caterpillar must die in order for the butterfly to fly. So number one, clarity. Number two, on your speech. Number two, you got to speak it with confidence. You're going to have to do some homework. You got to know your subject. There's an African proverb: "No enemy within, the enemy without can do you no harm." When we went up to New York City to be with our partners, they specialize in a lot of things, but one of the things about the gut and about the food and about taking care of yourself. So when they came down, they had a beautiful chair sitting there for me. So I talked about the personal development. But when they started asking about nutrition and health, I said, my partners back there will take care of that, because teamwork make the dream work. So you have to be specialized. Don't jump all over the place. Come on, people are not looking for generalists. They're looking for specificness, being specific in a subject. This one thing that you have to work on. Now, let me drop this real quickly. In my book, we also are showing you how to have multiple streams of income. Now, some people have multiple streams of income because they're multiple businesses. There's nothing wrong with that. They got physical business. But I'm telling you in the book that you can have that one gift that I have, which is speaking. And I look at it as a tree. The roots hold up the tree. There's a trunk. That trunk grows, and then the branches goes up. And so, and one of the things that multiple stream of me is speaking. The other one is coaching. The other one is a book. All right. Other one is a masterclass. The other one is on radio. Other one is on TV. Other one interviewing people. But I start off with that one thing. And you can use that one thing to do many things.
Yes.
The second thing, you're going to have confidence. You're going to have to have confidence in what you say and what you do, because people buy you before they buy your product. And I know not a lot of us here the same thing, that people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Well, let me update it. People listen to the person they like, but they only do business with whom they trust. Can they trust you? They got a neon sign in my new book, neon sign on their forehead. What's in it for me? And across their heart, do you care for me? And then to touch their hand, can I trust you? Which is pretty. And the last C I would share with you is connection. There are a lot of people are talking, but no connection. There are a lot of stuff coming out of their mouth, but they're not touching people emotionally. They're not touching people mentally. And they're not touching people to move their hand to get up and go and to do what they're supposed to do. And then collaboration is key. I have to put that. Collaboration is key. About almost 3 years now, we met Joan and Karen, and we spent 2.5 years on Zoom. Are you listening? But look what have came out of that. We met in New York City for the first time in May. This is our 3rd time on the radio program, and I whispered to them over almost 3 years ago that they're going to go worldwide. They're going to touch the whole world. And look what they're doing. They're doing exactly. And you watch it. Let me show you with a person of action. When they told us that we could be on Sunday, I said to them, man, it would have been nice if we had a flyer so we can get it out and stuff. I said, next time we'll have a flyer. Man, we come. Not only had flyers, man, they had the book. They had pictures of us where we were in New York. Come on, son. They ain't playing. I mean, they're serious. Are you listening to me? If I were you, I wouldn't miss a Wednesday night for 1 hour, an hour of power, and on Sunday night. Man, these women is on fire. These are the only two. These are the only 2 women that I know that can call me the last minute and I'll change my schedule. Because we are partners. We don't play that. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's my message tonight, to encourage you to just this is your time. This is the 8th month, meaning a new beginning. Yes. But I hope all of us make it to 2025. Well, we ain't finished with 2024 yet.
That's right.
Let's get up and go in 2024. Let's start grow in 2024. This is your time and this is your turn. Don't put up the tomorrow. The day is your time. And that's why we want to encourage you. We care about you. You matter. So we're not trying to talk down. We're trying to lift you up. You know why we can be so effective? Because we used to be you.
Yeah.
That's a shortcut to education. Find out who know the answer and get it. You don't have to go through the school of hard knock. We can show you how you can jump cross bitter and get better. Because you can always better your best. See. So also remember, it's inch by inch is a cinch. Yard by yard is hard. Someone said, how do you eat an elephant? I'm not into elephant eating, but if I was, it would be one bite at a time. Don't take on too much. Take on. And I heard them say it, and I believe that. Work on your strength. Some of the bad news we was told in school and in corporate work, to work on your weakness. If I work on my weakness, I will still be weak. Work on your strength. Hire somebody that has the strength in the area that your weakness is. That's the kind of team that you want. You don't want a team that have all the gifts that you have. You want somebody to have technical gift. You want somebody to have a marketing gift. You want to have somebody that has a speaking gift, a communicating gift. And then all that come together, then teamwork makes the dream work. Another thing we emphasized when I was in corporate America, when you spend out team, everyone achieves more. Everyone achieve more. And so I just want to tell you to just keep on keeping on. And as I always say, since greatness is possible, excellent is not enough. Go for greatness, go for greatness, go for greatness. I am fired up. What about you?
Wow. You know, when you come in the house and in the space, one has to be fired up, because after they leave the space, they're never the same.
That's right.
Because you're able to give them that thing, that level of motivation, that level of inspiration. What are you doing now? You provide us with the level of understanding. How can I better myself in this moment now, so that I can move forward in my tomorrow, and be better to move forward and achieve my purpose, my dreams, my aspiration. And you always bring a level of clarity. So we got, and the things that you spoke about, clarity, confidence. We got to be confident.
That's right.
And as you also outline, know what you're talking about. If you're selling something or you're saying something, know what you're talking about. And connection.
That's right.
Connection is super, super important. Then you went down to collaboration and you
Yes.
talk about value, which is essential. Because are you adding value to me when you come to me?
That's
When
right.
someone come to you and you start a conversation or whatever space you're in, are you adding value?
That's
Because
right.
value is a currency.
That's
How
right.
are we uplifting someone else? Are we
Yes.
adding value to their lives?
That's right.
Karen?
Yeah, Dr. Jonas, we always enjoy these moments with you because when you open your mouth, the fire comes out and you just enrich this space.
Yes.
You help us to understand that we can be more.
Yes.
Yes.
we,
Yes.
we, we can we can invest in our lives, and we can see the beauty coming out of our lives.
Yes. Yes.
And I remember one time on one of the shows that you came on, and when you said that if people are looking at you and they have a problem, you know you got to up your wattage.
That's right.
you
That's
know
right. That's
I
right.
remember when you talk about upping your wattage,
Yes. Yes.
because many times we are allowing people to dim us,
Hmm.
and we cannot sit back and allowing people to dim our light.
That's right.
We are here for a purpose. We are
That's right.
here for a reason.
That's right.
And you got to believe in yourself and
Wow.
know that whatever you want to birth, believe in that birth,
That's right.
Mhm.
because it's for you. It's not for someone else. It's for you.
That's right.
So when if as you said on Sunday, if you're impregnated with writing a book, if you're impregnated that you want to be a speaker, if you want to hold a podcast, whatever is it that you have within you, you can bring that out and be that individual.
That's right.
Don't sit on it. Don't look for perfection.
That's right.
You can start from where you're at this point in
That's right.
time.
That's right.
Exactly.
When we started the show Soul Light and Body, that's 2.5 years ago.
Yes.
When we started this show, we did not look for perfection.
That's right.
We just get up and we said, you know what, the community, the world, they need to be empowered. And we said we're gonna start the show Soul Light and Body.
That's right.
Myself, my sister Joan, and Tommy Thompson, who is behind the scenes,
Yes.
we came together and we said, you know what, we're gonna make this happen.
That's right.
And we decided to start the show. And when we started the show, we didn't know where it was going, but we just put our time in, trust the universe to do its job, to reach the right
That's
kind
right.
of people who needs the help, and just
That's right.
trust what you're doing. Trust that
That's right.
process. Because
That's right.
once you trust the process, everything is going to go the way it should go. Don't get in the way. You get out of the way and trust that process, and things
Exactly.
will
That's right.
materialize. Because look what happened. Now we are hosting a show
That's right.
out from the United Kingdom that goes to 14 countries around the world. And we just started with
Yes.
Soul, Light, and Body, and now we're doing enrichment of mind, body, and soul. So you
That's
don't
right.
know where things are going to go.
No, you
Don't
never.
just sit there and say, you know what, I'm not going to do it. Believe in what you want to do.
That's right.
We are here to tell you this evening, believe in yourself. Don't let nobody tell you you cannot do it. You believe
That's
in
right.
what you want to do and get up and start to do it.
That's right.
Mhm.
Sometimes you may fall by the way, because sometimes something may happen, but don't
Life
stop.
happens.
Get up. Don't be in that valley.
That's
Don't
right.
be in that valley. Get up
That's right.
out from that valley and
That's right.
start walking.
That's right.
I
Just
just want
start
to,
walking.
I just want to add another layer to that. Is that you would be surprised of the people when you, whatever is it that you're trying to do, and you make that first step. You would
Mhm.
be surprised of the people that will help you on that journey and
Yeah.
Yes.
support
Yes.
you. You
That's
would
right.
be so amazed to know that there are people who are willing to help you because
That's right.
you're making that step. This is your desire, whatever you're aspiring for, and they will support you. You will
That's
be
right.
amazed.
That's right.
Just make
That's
that step.
that's
Take
right.
that leap of faith.
That's right.
Whatever that purpose is, or whatever that you feel that you're impregnated with and a burning desire, and you feel, this ignites me. I would like to do this. You start. Make that's why Dr. Jonas talk about collaboration and connection. Connection is super important because once you connect with the right people, maybe that person might not be able be in that line, but they say, you know what, I know somebody I connect you
Right. I
with.
That's
connect you with somebody.
I connect you with
Exactly.
somebody who is
that's
in that line and they would give you the guidelines. They can show you how it's done. And that is how it starts.
that's right.
Make that first step, take that leap.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You got
That's
it
right.
within you. You're
That's right.
Yeah.
great, you're amazing.
Yes.
You
Yes.
have that uniqueness, that
Yes.
special gift.
That's right.
I like when Dr. Jonas normally says to take a chance, take charge.
Yeah.
Take control of your life. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Take
I,
that
I had
chance.
I had those three C's too. But since y'all set up the platform so wonderful, I said I'm not gonna go. I'm going not to go and take a chance, take charge, take control. I'm gonna build. Oh, y'all already build a bridge. I just went on and crossed over because we are tearing down barrier and building bridges.
Mhm. Mhm.
See, let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. When y'all are speaking, I'm taking notes. I'm paying attention to what y'all saying because we're on the same team. I will never come on after you and Joan, both of you have spoken, and I will talk about something completely different. Now I'm not going to do that. I'm here to aid you all to take your broadcast to a new level of positivity. And like she just said, when your value is clear, your
Your
decision is
decision
easy.
is
You
easy.
can add value. Nobody is looking for a valueless person. So I take notes. That's why I'm such a good student. I take notes.
Oh, we learned so much from you. We learned
Yes.
Thank you.
so much from you.
Thank you.
And I like how you talk a little bit more about confidence. How do we get that confidence? Because some people might say tonight, "Oh, Dr. Jonas, I don't feel confident." How do one get that confidence?
Well,
That confidence.
confidence is like any other skill. It's learnable. You got to be taught with confidence.
Yeah.
And when you have confidence, it doesn't mean that you don't ever have fear. You
Right.
face the fear and do it anyway. You know you got butterflies in your stomach, but I teach the butterflies how to fly in formation. See, so it's a process. Y'all mentioned this word too when y'all spoke. It's a process. There's no quick
Mhm.
fix. So,
Right.
so you're not born with it. Some people may have a little bit more comfort than others, but it's skill. You can learn to be better comfort. You can learn to communicate more effective. You can learn to knock out all those words and all that, and be clear and be really concise. It's like that we talk about the focus. When you get a laser beam and put it in your
Mhm.
hand and hold that and guide that beam or to us and hold it against the steel, it will burn through. It's a skill. It can be teachable, but you got to take the course and you got to be teachable. It's hard for you to learn anything if you're not teachable. There's an African proverb said when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. But a
Yeah.
lot of times the teacher appear, but the students don't show
Get
up.
ready.
Right.
They cut class. Come on, somebody. That person has to want to.
Right.
Yes.
Let me tell you
Right.
Yes.
this. And let me tell you something. What I've learned too. People have to have some skin in the game. If they don't do no work effort, they don't sleep, don't have sweat and tears,
Right.
nothing. You know
Right.
what? Now you all are blessed, and we don't mean this in a harmful way. You all are blessed to have this powerful two women coming in your home in 14 different countries. But you know what? It's easy to come on Wednesday and Sunday, but it's easy not to. And a lot of you, and I mean this lovingly, just have no reflection on them. If you do have a question on what I'm saying, you can call me 585 703 9547, or you can email me at jonaswiththebonus at outlook.com. So if you have a question on this statement, then it's been proven. It's not what Jonas said. This is what Jonas Gadson said, and this is what thousands of other millionaires and billionaires are saying. Is that when somebody sign up to come free, 80% of them that sign up don't come
Mhm.
because they don't put no skin in the game. They didn't make a financial investment. And what I've learned that if you want to help people, there has to be a cost to them. Because listen, what I'm saying, I'm going to turn it over if you don't have another question. People pay attention to what they pay for.
Yes.
Right.
Are you listening to me? If
Mm-hmm.
they pay for that thing and make that money, I'm not going to miss. And they'll pay attention. They'll take good notes. But they didn't pay nothing, and they call themselves got a better offer. Come on, somebody. So I just want to encourage you, if this program is benefiting you, find out from Joan and find out from Karen how you can be a sponsor, how you can help. They didn't tell me to say that. I'm just telling you, it'll bless you more. If you put some money, if you make some investment in it, oh man, you'll be on a Wednesday night. I call it the hour of power. You'll be on Sunday night for 2 hours, and you'll bring some more people. But because you don't pay attention and you ain't got no skin in the game, you show up when you feel like it. And by the way, let me say another bonus from Jonas that I've never told you. Your feelings make a wonderful passenger, but a lousy driver. We got too many people in their life. They got feelings under the wheel, driving their life, and they're heading over a cliff. Put your feelings back in the trunk somewhere. We need logic and reasoning and intelligence. Because feeling is just an indicator. It's an indicator that something is going wrong. Don't go on your feelings. Go on facts. Well, I'm going to turn it back. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Jackson. She's a former vice president, well educated. When I came out of school, I was saying, "Kumbaya, Lord." She graduated from Princeton. Kumbaya. Come on, but kumbaya, lady. So I'm so glad that I had enough sense to come to school and say, "Lord, please help me," and get somebody that's smarter than me. You always want to have some people on your team that's smarter than you.
Right.
You want identical, different identical that strengthen your weakness, because you can always better your best. Okay, Sister Jackson, we're gonna turn it over to you for about 10 minutes, and I know you got some good news for these powerful ladies.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dr. Jonas. Thank you, Dr. Jonas. Wow. Well, I will have to tell you that Dr. Jonas is my communication coach, and we are compatible. So where he had the sense to say, "Come by here, Lord," I didn't have that sense. but now I'm starting to get it. My name is Cedra Jackson, and I have the pleasure to work with Dr. Jonas Gadson, DTM. He is my communication coach. And when I first met him many years ago, I was a vice president of banking. I worked for 25 years working with women entrepreneurs, working with inner city business owners, working with communities that were working to purchase their own homes and claim their space. And I realized I had some skills. I had all the credentials, they hung up, Princeton, being over here, had a great vocabulary. But you know what? I often hid behind my vocabulary. I hid behind these external achievements or credentials. And often I would listen to people, and I'd listen to Dr. Jonas, and he said, I came up born on a plantation. I didn't have books. I had hand-me-downs, he would tell me. And I'm saying, gee, I had those. I had that. I have this, but something inside of me, I wasn't confident. So what was I doing? I had the privilege, because of my credentials and my knowledge. I gained a lot of information, and I had the blessing to be able to read well, speak well, pick up quickly. And how many of you, perhaps as women, have had that? You could hear something, and you pick it up, and you can repeat it, and you think you're on your way. And a lot of times I didn't really work hard. I didn't work hard and physically and just pushing and pushing. This season in my life, that's what I'm learning. So what happened is I hid behind all of that. And I knew that. I knew it. I was doing that. I would read self-help books, and I loved reading them. Wow, great. And I would fly through them. Dr. Jonas has a bonus that says, read this book the first time for information, but read it the second time to start your transformation. So Miss Joan and Miss Karen asked me to briefly just have a message for women. Women, what can we do to excel in today's environment? And all of you have been talking about staying focused and choosing. We can make a positive contribution in our relationships, at work, at home, and in the community. Not all at the same time, but we can do it. And so I'm sharing that I didn't know that I needed a coach. And I encourage all of you. So there are a lot of women out there who are right on it. They have the credentials, they have the PhDs, they've gone through the academia, they have the right diction, but inside, they don't have it. And so some people call it imposter syndrome. I don't know if I would call it that. Lack of confidence. And what Dr. Jonas showed me, because I had the privilege, I went and talked. I would talk to different audiences, women's audiences in New England, women's audiences in Florida, women's audiences in Canada, women's audiences in Australia. I was happy to do so, but I was there. I was using the skills, but I wasn't really there. And Dr. Jonas spied that. He saw that immediately in me, something that I'd been running away from, something that I was trying to hide. And so he said, you know what? You've got to work on you. You've got to work. And so today I'm talking about character. And he would say to me, as I began this new part of my journey, bonus from Jonas, don't let your knowledge and expertise, don't let it take you to a place where your character cannot keep you.
True.
I hadn't worked on my character. I hadn't done that. I was a mess inside, and I was just keeping it, pretending, until I met Dr. Jonas. And both of you, Miss Karen and Miss Joan, you said, you need accountability partners. You need someone that you trust. You need someone who is honest and who's been where you are, and they can see the pitfalls. Now, I didn't know that developing and understanding and working on my communication would help me get to this place and work on me. So as women in corporate America, in business, sometimes we look at one another, we are competing with one another. Oh, she has this on, she wears this, she smiles this way, she talks this way. So some of those are the external accoutrements. Some of the other things are, oh, she has a PhD. Oh, she is in this environment. What I'm learning is that is something that you can add to who you are when you've done the work. And that work is not easy work, but I have found that I am worth it. Value, I'm worth it, and I bring value. So it's a continuous process, and I continue to do it. So I encourage all of my sisters, women who are striving, wanting to make a positive difference in different environments, take the time and work on you, because you're worth it. You're beautiful. And from that beauty, all of those skills and the things that you've acquired, they're natural. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to look behind your back. You don't have to be afraid. Again, it's a process, and I thank you for the opportunity to share that with you. Now, what I want to share is all that we have been doing over the last 2.5 years together. Came together in New York, culminated in New York, and now that energy is moving even further. And we invite you to our upcoming Speaker Summit that's taking place in beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina, entitled Facing Your Future with a New Focus. Because we have learned that the best way to predict your future is to create it. It's Friday and Saturday, September 27th and 28th, 2 days from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the True by Hilton in Beaufort, South Carolina. And Beaufort is not far, about 40 minutes drive from Savannah, Georgia, and not too far from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. And Dr. Jonas Gadson is the host and is the event founder. And he will be speaking about mastering your message. Pick up your mic. We need to hear your voice. In working with Dr. Jonas, having him coach me, I have begun to be willing to grow, to be seen, and to be heard. And that's what this conference, this summit, Speaker Summit, is all about. Each one of us has a purpose.
Yes.
And each one of us can learn how to communicate in a time where everyone is talking and no one is listening. Speak so that other people want to hear what you have to say. Tell your story about where you were, where you are now, and where you are going. Dr. Jonas often says that effective communication gives you the privilege to increase your positive influence, your impact, and your income from the boardroom to the bedroom. Remember, I mentioned about how women in our relationships, at work, at home, in the community. So, in every aspect and facet of our lives, effective communication is critical. So, we have like minded individuals that, like Karen and Joan and others, who have made it of value to continue to grow and to become and to better their best, as Dr. Jonas would say. So you'll be in the
Thank you.
company of other professionals who have made that commitment as well. And we hope to see you there. If you have any questions, we have an information packet that we can email to you and you can register. It's coming up soon. We have that beautiful block of rooms at the True by Hilton Hotel. And we need to have you register so you can get that at a discount. And we look forward to having you come. Do you have any questions for Dr. Jonas Gadson or me?
Yeah. I mean, everything you describe is so beautiful and so profound. When you said it starts with you got to do the work. And there is where it starts with. It starts with us as a person, as a woman, or even men. We don't going to love the men feel left out. As an individual, it starts with you. You got to do the work. You got to go within, living
Yes.
from the inside out, because we
Yes.
all deserve the best. I know you're specifically speaking to women, and it's nice that you can talk to us like that, and we can empower others to be our best.
Yes.
When we show up, what do we leave?
True.
What do we deposit in a room, in a space that we
Mm-hmm.
enter? Do we leave it the same, or do we change that vibration, that frequency, that people can rise to the occasion and say, "I feel good about this. This moment is going to help me to better my tomorrow."
Yes.
What kind of deposit are we leaving? Very profound. Karen?
Yeah, Miss Rita, you have really broken down the steps that an individual can really take with their lives if they're looking to move forward And you have helped us to understand that it all starts with you.
Mm-hmm.
Many times we are trying to divert to other things and hoping that that is going to help us to reach where we want to go. The only time you're going to divert is to grab yourself a coach or to
That's
grab
right.
yourself an accountability partner. That's the only
Right.
time. We got to be willing enough and be honest enough with ourselves to go within ourselves if we're looking for that change in our lives. It doesn't matter, as you rightfully said, you could have all the degrees,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, all of that you can have, and many times we are still struggling within.
that's right.
We are still struggling within our lives. There are different areas in our lives that we are still struggling with. And we have to really take a hard look at our lives and really see where our lives are heading. And if we don't like where it's going, we need to pause. We really need to evaluate and see the areas that we really need to work on in our lives. As you touched on relationship,
Mm-hmm.
how many of us have a relationship with ourselves?
That's a big
Oh,
one.
yeah, a lot of
Great
us don't
question.
have a relationship with ourselves. So
That's a
if you
big
don't
one.
have a relationship with yourself, how can you have a relationship with
With anyone
someone
else.
else? It is super important for us. It starts with us. You have to love yourself before you can extend that love to someone else.
That's correct.
It
Mm-hmm.
starts with you. And
Absolutely.
many times we are running from that. We
Yes.
don't want to do the work. We
Yeah.
just don't
Mm-hmm.
want to do that work. You know, we are looking for others to do the work for us.
Mhm.
It don't happen like that.
No.
It's not gonna happen. You're gonna just keep going around like a
Round
revolving
in circle.
door
Mm-hmm.
all the
Hamster wheel.
time. People are gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep pushing you around all the time. You've got to stop. You got to harness your strengths that you have,
Mm-hmm.
know your purpose, lean into your purpose, and start to move. That is what we all have to do. We all went through this we're sitting here today and we're speaking to you. We went through the transformational
Mm-hmm.
process. Because if we didn't went through that transformational process, we would not be here speaking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
We
Right.
would not be here
Right.
sharing our story with you. But because we had to put in that work with
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, and it's not an overnight fix. It's not an overnight fix, but many times people thinking it's like you're putting in an order tonight, Amazon is going to drop it off tomorrow. Or in a few
Mm-hmm.
hours, Amazon is going to drop it off for you. That's not it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sit, you got to put in the work. And once you put in the work, I can guarantee you, you will see yourself transforming into
Mm-hmm.
that beautiful light that you are. You got to put in the work. There is
I want.
no other way. Go
I
ahead,
want
Joe.
to. I just want to drop something else into to add another layer in that. That boundaries are so important.
Oh,
Boundaries are so important because
Absolutely.
boundaries, when boundaries is for us, for our well-being, so that we can stay strong as a person, as an individual, setting down those boundaries, prioritizing the level. And when we set those boundaries, we have to be firm about it. We got to be firm about those boundaries, and it's quite okay. But before we move forward, we just wanted Dr. Jonas to share that moment that he received that award
From the
from the
president
president of the
of the
here
United
he
United
comes.
States.
States. Yeah, that's so important.
Yeah, you're right, Angela.
Hmm.
You're so right,
Hmm.
Angela O'Connor. You're absolutely
Hi,
right.
Angela.
We got to
Yes, I'm
take
back.
action.
Hmm. Yeah, you're back. Talk to us about your moment when you learned that you're going to receive the award from the president's office. Can you hear us?
Yes, I was humble
Mm.
because of the work that I've did in the last 50 years, volunteering in so many ways in so many different places. I was just humble, but I was also thankful. That's demonstrate, what God will do and what happened for you if you do the work. One of the things that y'all made a great point. What motivates people to do the work is worth. If you don't have no worth, you're not going to do the work. See, I had worth. I didn't look at it as it's work, but it's not hard work when you're in your purpose and you know what the outcome can be.
Love that.
You know,
Love that.
Yeah. And you know you're gonna have, yeah. So that's what get me up every morning with the help of God as well, is that I know that what I have to offer is worth it. Yes, it's going to require some work, but you'll never do it if you make work your enemy. You got to know that you are worth it and you're in your purpose. You're in your lane. And so it's very, very important. So I was humble and when I use the things that happens for me, to me, I use it as a way to encourage other people. That if I can do it on a plantation growing up, with old books and never had a book of my own just to hand me down. But it's possible if you have a dream, if you dare to dream and then do it, which is very, very important. One of the other things I want to say real quickly when you're dealing with women, I wrote a chapter in a book in 2023. It's a yes you and yes now. And it was for women that's in business, but also women that's in corporate America pursuing the C-suite. And since I've been in corporate America, 2 Fortune 500 company for 30 years, here's what I say to them. See, sometimes sometimes if you're not in the room and if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So I said in the book, I'm going to teach you how to get in the room, how to get at the table, and how to have something that to say on what's on the agenda. And sometimes we have to realize if people, because some of the tables we are sitting at, that table wasn't made for us. True. So sometimes rather than fighting to be to somebody else's table, true, why not make your own table? You know what David said? David said he prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemy. See, the enemy hated him, but it was his table. And God they brought the food, they brought the drink, they brought everything. So sometimes we are fighting to get at the wrong table. Because if God wanted you to be at that table, he would have put you there. He gave you a different purpose. Because we came from a creator, so we're supposed to be creative. He didn't never intended for us to be necessarily a entrepreneur, but to be more not self-employed. What's the other word I'm looking for? Deployed. Yeah, he's looking for us to be deployed. Yeah, because sometimes we are working so hard to live somebody else's dream, and then we are forsaking our dream. And sometimes we are waiting for someone else to make a better life for us, and then we find out they don't have much planned for us. So just keep that in mind. Whatever you're doing, understand that you're helping. Reason why we do these programs, we Joan and Karen does this beautiful program, and why we come on is to help you. Cause we used to be you. We're saying that you are better than that. You're bigger than that, and you're better than that, and the best is still in you. Allow the best to bud, to bloom, and blossom into a bright and beautiful future. And as Karen earlier said, the bonus from Jonas, I said a lot of time, is that you are pregnant with possibility. Don't abort your dream, birth your dream. You've been carrying it too long. 9 months is long enough.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Dr. Jonas, we're always so happy to welcome you into this space because you always enrich us when you come into this space. You always bring value when you come in this space, and you help us to make an easy decision how we're going to really transform our lives, because the value is so clear.
That's right.
The decision with someone's life, you really make it easy for them to make a decision moving forward with their lives. Because many times we are just sitting on the fence,
That's right.
you know.
That's
And
right.
one of the things that we always like what you say too is that don't lie there and take this dream back to your grave.
That's right.
You
That's right.
know, you need to use this dream while you're living. You really need to use this dream. Do not lie down on your in your latter years and you're living in regrets that you should have done this. I should have really made this bold step when I was 40 or I was 30. I should have really get up and do this. Don't wait for till then. Then you're gonna say,
That's
I
right.
should have. Take away that
That's
word
right.
should and say that I
And do it
am
now.
gonna do this.
That's right.
That is what
That's
we
right.
all need to do. I am gonna do this. And if you say you're going to do it, just get up and do it. Start
That's
from
right.
where you're at this point in time in your life. You can start.
That's
Start
right.
with whatever you have.
That's right.
Whatever you have, just start with it. And you're going to surprise to see how things would evolve for you. It's time that we get up and start
That's right.
moving and stop sitting there
That's right.
and saying, oh, I'm going to do it then. I'm going to wait till 2025 to start. What is holding
That's
you
right.
back from
That's right.
what is holding you back right now?
To do it now. That's right. Do it now. Do it
You
now.
can
Let
start
me
from
say this
now.
really quick. That's right. Do it now. Let me make this quick comment before we run out of time. Listen, if you haven't been subscribing for this powerful magazine, oh my goodness, I just got mine in the mail yesterday. I'm gonna show you the back and what Karen and Joan did when we are in New York City. Look at the back of this magazine. It's gorgeous. It's diversity. We care about everybody. Everybody matters. So to start striving and get that book. Get that book. Go to Amazon. Go to Amazon. And some of you that's really close in New York City and New Jersey, just text them or email them because you can meet with them and they'll give you after you purchase it, they'll give you an autographed copy. I would recommend that you get that because they're very valuable. These two sisters, they're armed and considered extremely dangerous. So get this magazine. Get this magazine. I'm going to pass this on at the summit. I wish it was. What I'm going to do with Joan and with Karen permission, I'm going to take this back cover to my printer and blow it up and have it at the conference. And have it visible in the conference room. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In the future,
Thank you.
In the
Thank
future,
you.
when we have summit in the future, we're going to make sure part of the gifting that we're doing together, part of the gifting will be a magazine in each of the person who are VIP. This magazine is critical. Not only deal with your health, but I got a message in there called the motivational moment. You know, it's just a moment. I'm not going to take long. I'm not even talking about a motivational minute because you might not read it. It's a motivational moment. Come on. You take one moment at a time. So please get that, subscribe. And it come out maybe 4 times a year, and it's nice and color, beautiful. Deal with it, nice health, exercise, everything. And I'm telling you, this is high quality. This is no junk. Come on, somebody. See, because what we do, we go with the best, or we stay at home. So
Yes.
I had to say that. I had to
Thank
plug
you.
Thank you.
plug
Thank
you.
you.
I can't let greatness be in my hand like this and don't give it a plug. Come on, somebody.
Thank you, Dr. Jonas.
Thank you, Dr. Jonas. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you
you.
so much. We really appreciate what
Yeah,
you're
we
going to
do.
really be doing with the back of the magazine. We really appreciate to hear you say that. Thank you so much.
And
You're
all
welcome.
your articles are amazing. All your
Yes.
articles. People talk to us about your articles.
Thank
Everything
you.
that all your write up and the tips and how you help one to elevate from the space that they're in, understand how do you
Yes.
face your future
Yes.
with a new
Yes.
focus.
Yeah, I think
mindset.
I think I'm gonna take all of those articles and create an ebook.
Oh, that's a great
Woo!
idea.
That sounds good.
That's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
is a great idea, Dr.
Wow.
Jonas. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Yeah. But you see how collaboration, how things could work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Wow.
absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely.
Look how
And,
you just birthed something.
yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Like I
Mhm.
said, we are so proud of you all. You're just
Thank
Thank
doing
you.
you.
great work. Don't let nothing, no, nothing stop you, nothing slow down. If I hear that you getting any kind of spark and not on fire, I'll swing by and bring some gasoline. So, so, so you, and we'll keep you fired up, ready to go, ready to glow, and ready to
Mhm.
go.
Thank you. Thank you for all
And
your
we have a
support.
space for you here in Beaufort. We have a
Yeah.
space for you. We
Yeah.
just want to let you know.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
We're gonna do yeah, we're gonna do it again next year, but we'll make sure that y'all be part of the planning because we want you to come
Thank
down
you.
and bring your books down. It's very cultural down here, very rich, great weather and stuff of that nature. Things is a lot more reasonable price than in New York and New Jersey. It's just beautiful, open, fresh air, circled by water. Yeah. I'm painting a vivid picture. So when 2025 comes, that you all are going to arrive in 2025.
Yes,
Wow.
I know it's tight, but it's right.
it's right.
But it's
Wow.
right.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
All
Jonas.
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you
Well, I
Thank
see
so
our
you.
time
much.
is coming
Thank
going.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. You know,
Thank
it's
you
you.
all.
always, as we
All
said, it's
right.
always great to have you here because you always enrich this space
Hmm.
with your wisdom and your knowledge. And also
Yes.
to Miss Sarita Jackson, she always enrich the women, you know. She
Yeah.
always have that encouraging word to bring
Yes.
confidence for women, to help them to uplift themselves if they're going through like self-esteem, different things, because we as women we go through a lot of stuff because we keep
Yes.
pouring and forgetting to pour back into our lives,
Hmm.
you know. And as you rightfully said the other day, Dr. Jonas, is that we got to make sure that we have enough from that we could feed from the saucer, you
Yeah.
know.
Start from the
It could be
source.
flowing over and feed from the saucer,
Hmm.
you know. So
That's right.
we
That's
as
right.
women, we gotta understand that we gotta continue to nourish ourselves.
That's
We
right.
got to
Yes.
find a
That's right.
modality that we can continue to nourish ourselves. Every day, you got to nourish yourself.
That's right.
You've got to
That's right.
nourish
That's right.
yourself so that
Absolutely.
you can show up and show up authentic and show up fully whichever
Yes.
space you're going to be in. You want to show up and be fully present when you show up in
Right.
that
Yes.
space.
Yes.
Yes.
Fully
Yes. Yes.
present.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
continue to
Absolutely.
pour into your life and continue to be there for yourself. Take charge of your life. It is
That's right.
super important that you take charge of your life. Don't just sit
That's
there and say, you know what, I'm going to give up. There is no room for giving up at this point in time.
that's right.
You're
That's right.
worth it.
Far.
Invest in yourself. You're worth it.
That's right.
You
That's
are
right.
worth it.
That's right.
You're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose.
That's right.
And if you cannot find exactly what is your purpose, whatever you're good at, that is your purpose.
Lean in.
Whatever you're good at in your life, that is your purpose.
Mm.
And all that you need to do is to zoom in on that. Just zoom in on that. And you're going to see how it's going to expand for you. It's going to
That's right.
expand. It's going to explode. It's going to take you to the right kind of people. And another thing, I'm talking about the right kind of people.
That's right.
Surround yourself with the right kind of people.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
People who is going to help to elevate you, people who is going to help to motivate you, people who is going to able to shift you into other areas that you need and places you need to be in. It is absolutely important the people
That's
you
right.
surround yourself with. And to the audience, we just
That's
want to
right.
thank you
That's
so much for taking
right.
the time. We love these beautiful comments when we see them. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining us this evening, because you know what? You also help to enrich this space. Your energy helped to enrich this space. And we appreciate you so much joining us on Soul Light and Body and Enrichment of Mind, Body, and Soul. You're a part of this community. If you are going through any challenges and you need help, reach out to us. Reach out to us. We are here. Reach out to us. We are opening that door for you. Reach out to us.
That's right.
If we cannot do it, we're going to set you to the right kind of people who can help you. We're going to swing you by to the right kind of people who's going to be able to help you. Reach out. Don't sit there. Reach out.
That's right.
Joan?
Focus on your strengths.
Absolutely.
Focus on your strengths. Embrace your purpose. Watch your self-talk.
Right.
Watch those words that you tell yourself daily. Remind yourself you're special. Remind yourself you're beautiful. Remind yourself that you are unique and that you're worthy and that you deserve the best. Walk in your excellence. Surround yourself with the right kind of people.
Yeah.
Make that step. Make that step. Make that move. When you make that move, there are people waiting to help you. Don't worry about where you are right now. You make the move. Make that step. And move forward so that you can live your best. You can live your true essential self. Tap into those gifts inside of you that you are impregnated with. Tap in and take a second look of who you are and who you want to become, because every day we are becoming. Nourish and nurture yourself so that you can stay strong. Look at the areas that you need to focus more on and move in the space of alignment. Because when you are aligned, you can move on that trajectory that you're aiming for. Live your best. Be your best. Connect with Dr. Jonas. Connect with Miss Jackson. Because when we have the level of connectivity with like-minded people, we can live loud and live our dreams, because they can pilot us in the places and they connect us with people who can help us so that we can be. Don't forget, get out in nature. Be one with nature. Get quiet. Honing into yourself. Pause. There is power in pause. And just be. Sometimes just listen to some great music. Watch what you're listening to. Because whatever you put in you, that's what would shape you. What's your environment? Move in a space of clearness. Remove clutter. Because when we can move and navigate in a space that have clarity, whether inside and out, we can think better. We can remove that brain fog.
Yes.
Because I think what all of us want is to live our best. And how we attain that, we got to look at certain areas. Mind, body, spirit, or mind, body, soul. Because we want to live well. And we want to leave deposits, and we want to shine that light in other lives so that they can live their best too. How beautiful that is. And we can create an impact in the world. So let's live our best. Let's connect. Let's live our best. And congratulations to everyone who making bold moves, big or small. We love you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, Dr. Jonas, thank you once again. And Sarita, Miss Sarita Jackson, thank you so much. You guys have a fabulous rest of the week. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
When